Okay, so hi, my name's Valeria. I'm here with Fernando, and our food is tamales. So Fernando's here to share a little bit about his experience with tamales.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Well, I mean, growing up, I came from Mexico when I was 5, and then just like growing up in the United States, my family always like made tamales when we were like celebrating something special, whether it's like a birthday or during Christmas or New Year's. And then like tamales have really been like in my life pretty much forever. I remember like when I was little, we would always go to like the supermarket, which is called the North Gate, and it's kind of like a Mexican market where they sell like a bunch of Mexican stuff. And then like outside of the market, there would always be like either a lady or like a man or like a husband and wife, like Mexican people selling tamales from their truck. So it's like a really popular like food item like in the U.S., not only like in Mexico but also in the U.S. So yeah, it's just like, I've been eating tamales my whole life. Not like too regularly. It's not something you can just like wake up and like you ask your mom, hey, what are we having for dinner today? Like, oh, tamales. No, it's more like for an occasion, whether it's like I said, like a birthday or like a graduation or a New Year's or Christmas. You kind of just make tamales. And then there's all sorts of tamales. We got the green tamales, we got the red tamales, and then we also have the sweet tamales. And then so the green ones are primarily composed of chicken and green salsa, and then the red ones are composed of the beef or the pork and the red salsa. And then the sweet ones are usually like either corn or like dulce, which in Spanish, in English it translates to candy. So it's like this pink, like pink looking tamal that you pretty much just eat it, and it's pretty good. Yeah, that's like my experience with tamales. My family, we grew up eating tamales, and it's super yummy, and I like it.
Would you say the preparation of tamales takes a while? Like, is it a long process?
Oh yeah, like tamales usually take a while. I mean, my family usually preps it like if they want it for the next day, they'll prep it like overnight, because it does take a while to let them sit and like steam. So like there's these leaves that you're supposed to put in like the water and some boiling water, and then you let it sit in there so it can like clean it off. You can clean it off yourself. And then you normally let it sit in there for like 3 hours. And then while you let it sit in there, you grab the chicken, and then you kind of cut it up, and then you let it sit in some boiling water for say like 45 minutes. And then while that's sitting in there, you kind of make the salsa or the sauce, which consists of the California chilies and the Joaquin chilies. And then so you mix that up, and then you put it in boiling water, and then you let that sit as well. And then while you let all that sit, you also make you put 2 cups of water and 1 cup of flour, and then you mix that up, and then you also put the chilies once they're done sitting into that. So you make the salsa, which in Spanish it's called mole. And then you stir it up. So you stir up the mole, and then you make it all nice and like saucy. And then once that's all done, you grab the leaves, which have been sitting down for a while, and then they're all nice and like soft. And then once that's like done sitting for a while, you cut them open and you lay them flat, and you put the masa in there, and then you put the chicken, and then you put the salsa, and then you wrap it up into this like nice rectangle shape, and then you put them in a pot, and then you let them sit for like 2 hours or 3 hours. Usually it takes like a little longer, like depending on how much masa you use. I know my parents usually let them sit for like 2 or 3 hours. It just depends on how you like them. If you like them a little less cooked or more cooked. If you let them sit for too long, they might get a little hard. So that's like no good. You have to let them sit for like a good amount of time. So you let them just sit for the perfect amount of time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for your time, and thank you for sharing a little bit about tamales and your experience with them.
Of course, I'm always here to help, and I really enjoy sharing my experience.